Hello and welcome! Now today, as requested by a member of the team and a few others, I'm going to do a very simple tutorial on how to install Amibian on an SD card. First of all, what you're going to need to do is download the latest Amibian image, which is 1.313, and that is available on amibian.net. Over here, you will notice, the image to download. It also includes the download link to Win32 Disk Imager for Windows users. And the ROMs here on Cloanto, Kickstart ROMs for the Amiga, and of course WinRAR to unarchive the image itself. So, that's the old one, this is the new one, this just released. What you're also going to need is SD card formatter for Windows and Macintosh. I highly recommend formatting with SD card formatter over your system formatter. What you're also going to need is Apple by Baker. And basically that just does exactly the same thing as Win32 Disk Imager, but instead on the Apple Mac, and you can download that over here. Right, I have these three things already downloaded. Now the SD card formatter, it asks to install, so let's just install that. It's done, and let's just get rid of that. Now what I need to do is extract the Amibian file, the folder, from the archive. Alright, that we have there. Let's get rid of the disk image. I'll insert my 8GB SD card, which I want this image onto. Okay, so it's not even coming up with it, so let's just ignore that. Okay, so in my applications, SD card formatter, you'll find it in your applications folder. I've got it here. I'll ask for your password, and so the SD card that I inserted, it's come up with that here. So we do a quick format and specify the name of the card, whatever that may be, Amibian format. And you will notice that here. So we now have my SD card, Amibian image here, which we'll see over here. Do make sure to read the README files on in the Amibian folder in the archive, because it does have information on where to get the ROMs themselves, and that is the image. So let's now open Apple by Baker. Okay, open. So admin password. Okay, so that's the disk which is detecting. All you need to do here is simply select the image, which is in the desktop and in our folder here, Amibian 1.313. Select the image and then just restore backup. And it's preparing the pie crust. And you just basically wait here for it. Go and make a tea or something. Don't forget that the links to the Amibian disk image, the SD card formatter, the Apple by Baker, and the Win32 Disk Imager are all down below in the description. Okay, so now this is done, and obviously it's not going to be readable by this computer, so ignore that. And we're done on this side of the computer. What you need to do now is, the first steps you need to take is put this in your Raspberry Pi and expand the file system, and I will go through that also. Okay, so I've now put the SD card in, which I've just created, into the Raspberry Pi and booted it up. And the first thing it comes up with is the configuration for the Amiga itself. So we don't want to do anything yet, we want to quit that. And then we want to go into the settings, which is number 6 on here. And then we want to go into raspi-config, which as stated there, you type in rasp-c and enter. And the first thing we want to do before anything else is expand the file system, which is the first option, number 1, which is already highlighted. So you press enter, and it says the boot partition has been resized. The system will be enlarged upon the next reboot. Press OK, and then just go and finish, and it will ask you to reboot. And once it has rebooted, then all that's left to do is have fun configuring your Amiga and putting the ROMs and everything on it, and also the games and the hard drives and everything. And I'm looking forward to doing this a little later on. That is it for this tutorial. However, if you wish to view my earlier Amibian video, which gives details about my project as well, my Amiga Pi project, also an in-depth installation of RAMs and hard drives, then do check out the links down below. And for your newcomers, do check out my other videos, because I do have other Amiga videos and of course upcoming videos, so do subscribe for that. I wish to say thank you so much for your likes, for your shares, and do leave a thought below in the comment section. And for now, I say adios.